everyone, Ronan back. We're doing Ghost in the Shell today. We're on episode 17. It's called Red Data. And reading the synopsis, the Major is going to go off into the field and investigate Kuze. So should be pretty interesting. We seem to be diving more and more into him in regards to investigating him, seeing where he came from, see where, I guess we're kind of building up his lore essentially and his character. So I guess, by the time we actually get to run into him, we're going to know a whole lot more about him. And he's not just some dude that got radicalized and was a part of this whole like terrorist organization and all that stuff. And, there's a whole, he could be a better person than we think, or at least, a little bit more, not righteous necessarily, but he's just at least coming from a good place. And he just happens to be put into a very, heavy situation at the same time. So, but I don't remember a whole lot from this episode, but I am interested to see what the Major finds out. So we'll go ahead and dive on into this. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want. We do have a Patreon in which we are 3 weeks ahead of YouTube, and I also have a Discord server, and that link is going to be in the description below. So we're going to go ahead and dive on into this.
They all look pretty happy in the photos.
Of course, he wasn't Hideo Kuze back then. He apparently went by the name of Ro here.
Ro?
But the guy seemed like a Ronin, too. Someone who might wander away again and disappear at any time.
A Ronin, huh?
Weird rumors started going around after the refugees cut a deal with the local Yakuza, who then began freely roaming the streets. Before long, we noticed them smuggling contraband and getting into frequent territorial disputes with the neighborhood Yakuza.
Wow, it's an interesting mix of different groups butting heads.
At any rate, Ro did us a favor when he left Taiwan. It sure makes our lives a hell of a lot easier now. I'm sorry, but I wasn't able to get you booked on today's flight.
What you mean, in other words, is that you figured out a way for a busy public security worker to grab a little R&R,
Nice.
Allegedly, refugee towns all over the country had pictures of him being welcomed by them. It's not as if the guy's an internationally wanted fugitive, so I guess nobody's actually confirmed those rumors.
He's gone. She just Batmaned him.
Will you let me do my job? I'm just trying to make a deal here.
Hey, it's Toboe. We gotta save Toboe.
Damn you! Tell me where the hell it is!
Damn. They have like the worst luck of all time, running into her in an alley.
Stop following me.
Finish what you started.
What I started?
Yeah, those creeps are known as the Shaoji.
It's like, no, we're getting out of here tomorrow.
Hey, wait a minute, what's this? Are you a full prosthetic sister? Whoa, sweet. I've never seen one that was this high quality before.
Jeez.
Well, you see, I plan on going full prosthetic someday, just like Ro. That's why it really doesn't matter to me if I lose an arm or some other...
He's met him.
I'm asking the questions here. What do you want from me?
Hey, it's like I told you earlier. What I want is for you to finish what you began.
Pain in the ass. But maybe she might be able to find out more about Kuze through him. At least hear what kind of person he is.
Didn't they turn out well? All that's left now is to paint them and wait to have them shipped. But even so, they've got the seal and serial number stamped on them, and that makes them look authentic enough, don't you think? All these figurines here are made of cocaine.
Oh, wow. It's pretty clever.
Because someone carrying around little souvenirs like this wouldn't raise any suspicions.
You came up with this idea?
No, Ro did.
Is that like a legit thing? I don't know anything about that, so it wouldn't surprise me though, with how creative you may have to be to smuggle something like that.
So I was thinking that somebody like you ought to have a connection, or maybe know of an illegal source that could help me get my hands on one. I need it because I'm gonna pick up where Ro left off. I'll lay low someplace. You guys need to disappear for a while too.
That'd be crazy to be that young and have to be like a hustler like that at that age.
This is much nicer than I thought it would be.
Hey, what are you going in there for?
I'm sure your hideout is very nice, but you'll be a lot safer here.
The penthouse suite, ma'am?
Getting fancy. I'd imagine she'd be able to afford some nice places when she's traveling like that, considering who she works for. I would think that'd be the least they could do for her.
Now bred and raised solely as food for human consumption, these huge flightless birds could once be seen dashing across the savannah up until the beginning of this century.
Wow.
her own chick from
What do you
predators
plan to
by
do now?
surrounding it with all the other young from the flock.
Jesus.
This isn't what you want to hear, but you should tell the police your story and have them take you into protective custody.
Who's gonna protect some good-for-nothing refugee street punk, huh? We don't have a homeland. We're nothing more than ostriches that you people of the middle class feed on.
Ro, is he the one who told that to you?
I can remember something he once said. He told me that he had already died a long time ago. So he was using the dying embers of his ghost to help the only people who understood him, the refugees.
Interesting he said that the middle class feed off of the refugees. I would like to understand that more.
You only needed to have a conversation with him once, and before you know it, you'd end up liking him a lot.
Talk to him. What a strange man.
You know, when I first saw you, I thought to myself, this woman is a lot like Ro.
A lot like Kuze.
Ro always fought without help from anybody.
Have it your way, then.
like how she's just sitting there in a towel. Christ. Okay.
You mind if I ask you one question?
What is it?
When you're full prosthetic, can you have sex?
You care to find out?
Another time.
What do you mean another time? The time is now. Yeah, she knows. Oh. She's like, I'll fucking kill you. I don't give a shit. Try something with me.
That kid had more spunk than I expected. Now I have a better sense of who Kuze is, too. What's the actual factor that attracts them to him? Is this another kind of standalone complex?
I'm not sure what that is either. Because they kind of haven't really, like, explained that part. It's just that people flock to him.
Driver, I want to go to this bathhouse instead. There's something that I forgot to do.
In the event that I don't come back, one of you will have to keep going with the plan, because we can't give up on it now. And like Ro preached, let's not die in vain.
He's got his little squad carry on the mission.
Don't mind me, gentlemen.
Dang.
That's a surprise. Hard to believe I still have some emotions left in me like this.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm sure over time she like stops caring about certain things. Maybe because because of the nature of who and what she is, she just like loses those attachments.
I appreciate you for doing me the honor of agreeing to my impertinent request.
Had we perhaps met under different circumstances, we might have been able to join forces in partnership.
You must be joking, Laoban.
Damn.
Any desire to get into a battle with the Fanlong over this? Nice try, kid, I'll give you that. But I'm gonna kill you. Then I'm gonna kill all the punk-ass brats you're working with.
All right. Major's gonna come in there and fuck it up.
I don't remember nobody here telling me they ordered a hooker.
I don't remember anyone calling for me either.
Jeez. Getting pulled into the door and making a dent in the door by your nose.
This for the boy, that's the offer. I also want your guarantee that you won't retaliate against any refugees. I'm an impatient woman.
She would destroy everybody in that room.
Don't do it. I have no doubt she'll kill all of you.
Yep.
Know yourself and the enemy, and you needn't fear the outcome of 100 battles. This deal is concluded, gentlemen.
I expected her to do a bit more damage, though, to be honest.
You have courage and a fair amount of talent. But if you die, you have nothing. For now, swallow your pride and build a future for yourself.
Yeah, he probably got shaken up pretty good. Yeah, and she's probably like trying to make him avoid having the same fate as she did. 'Cause she already knows like how difficult of a life that is to get prosthetics at that young of an age. Because there's probably a lot of things that she misses that are just nothing but distant memories now. As far as like being a human and being able to feel certain things. But yeah, and it's cool that I didn't really get a full sense of what the boy learned from Kuze. But you kind of get like a somewhat of a small gist. And then to kind of see him instilled with the values that Kuze left to him. Maybe not even intentionally. Maybe just Kuze was just being himself. And then the kid just absorbed whatever he did. and then to have the major on the other side of the coin give him advice, and then see how he takes that in. It's like, and he has like a much more positive reaction to it. You know, that's pretty cool. You know, Kuze, unfortunately, he's like he's deep in it. You know what I mean? Like, whether he wanted it to manifest to this extent or not, you know, he doesn't seem to have the luxury of just having like a normal life or anything like that, even if he wanted. So yeah, the kid was taken after Kuze, but it probably wasn't like the best life for a kid, obviously. But it's cool that the major was able to come in and set him straight. I am curious about that scene in the hotel room though, which she was like, care to find out. I feel like she's joking, but it's like taken to the edge, I feel like, as far as the joke can go. And then the kid's like, maybe another time. Why? Okay, so we got to learn a little bit. We didn't really get to learn too much, but she's at least saying for herself like what sort of effect Kuze has on the people, but we still are missing the piece of information of like why people are drawn to him, because it's the stories always just go like he just shows up and people are coming to him, and it's like, why though? Because he doesn't talk to anybody. That's kind of the weird part, is that he doesn't really interact with anyone, because for a while he didn't talk for a long time, you know, for years. It was just people coming up to him. So it's like, how is he drawing people in without ever even reaching out to them? So that's kind of a mystery. Looking forward to seeing what's going on next. So that's gonna be it for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.